Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Baby Day. Thank you for being here today. My name is Maria Maese, and I am the program manager of the Crece Conmigo, Grow With Me program from the Center for Children and Families at the University of Texas at Dallas. I'm here to talk to you today about what is a developmental screening, how do they work, and why is it beneficial to do one. I will first show a 7-minute video that I had from a student intern that prepared for you today, and then I'll share a little bit more information. Please feel free to add any comments or questions during the presentation, and we will take some time to answer all your questions at the end. All right. I will share some information about the center. Our mission is to advance the healthy development of children in our community and nation. We are especially interested in supporting at-risk populations. We offer around 280 screenings per year between the ages 0 and 5. We offer developmental screenings in both English and Spanish. And with that developmental screening, we offer a individualized development guidance and referral services to those children that have red flags in their development. We will talk about those red flags in a bit. Some goals that we have at the program is that we want to increase awareness in the community. We want to let you know that there's a possibility for you to receive a free screening. We want to identify those children that are at risk, refer those children that have those red flags if it's needed, follow up with those families that received services or that need a little bit more guidance through this process, support with referrals. It's not just giving you the information and you're all alone. It's supporting you through that process as well. And we collect information about the screenings, how many we screen, the types of results, where do we refer the families to. And those are some of our goals from the program. So right now I will show you the 7-minute video and I will explain a little bit about it afterwards.
Hi, my name is Ruthie Barra, and I am a student intern for the program called Grow With Me at the University of Texas at Dallas. The program Grow With Me does developmental screenings on children from ages 0 to 5 years old. And today we are going to be learning what a developmental screening is, why it's important, and also the areas that it covers. So a developmental screening, what it is, we are observing for red flags or children who are at risk for a developmental delay. It's important to understand that we do not diagnose children. We are just the first step, which is identifying red flags, children who are at risk for a developmental delay. You know, if there is doubt about a red flag or a developmental delay, then we do connect you, which would be like the second step. We would connect you with an agency or a different service that will then do a further evaluation or an assessment on your child. And now, why is it important? Well, first of all, like I said, it helps identify if there is some sort of developmental delay that the parent is noticing on their child. And then also, it helps understand your child. You know, It helps you understand them as they are growing, and also, we help you with activities that you could do at home to then furthermore, assist your child in their development. And then, whenever they're getting ready to go to school, it helps them be ready and be prepared for that next step in their life. And now we are going to be talking about the areas that our screenings cover. First is communication. Now, communication has two parts to it. The first one is expressive language. And what expressive language is how your child talks to you. And for example, in a child, we are observing, let me start off with a baby. In a baby, we are observing, for example, if they are able to start babbling. In an older child, we are, observing, can they say one or two words, or can they, put on a full-on sentence. The next one is receptive language. And receptive language is how your child understands what is being said to him. And a way of observing this in a baby would be if you were to call them by their name. Are they able to look your direction? Do they know you're calling them? For a child, it would be if you were to give your child a command, tell them to do something. Are they able to follow through with that command? Next, we're looking at gross motor. Now, when we think of gross motor, we want to think of large body muscles. And what it is how your child uses his arms and legs. In a baby, what we would observe would be, are they able to start crawling, or are they able to take their first baby steps? In an older child, what we are observing is, are they walking, or are they able to run without tripping or falling down? For fine motor. Fine motor, you want to think of more delicate movement, smaller movement, because fine motor is how your child uses his hands and his fingers. And for a baby would be, for example, are they able to grab a Cheerio, pick it up with their hands? And for a child, it would be, are they able to start drawing something? Or if you were to hand them some scissors, are they able to cut around through paper, or something that you're asking them to cut around through? The next one is problem solving. And problem solving is how your child thinks and solves problems. So for a baby would be, for example, if you were to hand the baby a toy, we're observing how your baby passes that toy back and forth from one hand to the other. For an older child, if you were to put a Cheerio inside a bottle, is the child able to take that Cheerio, or figure out a way of taking that Cheerio out of that bottle? And then finally is personal social. And that is how your child does things independently. So for a baby would be, for example, eating without your help, or something else that we observe is as you're dressing them, is the baby lifting up his leg, and helping you as you're dressing them? And then for an older child, something we would observe is how to eat with utensils, or are they able to eat with a spoon or with a fork if it was handed to them? And another thing we would observe is, are they able to dress themselves? And these were all the areas that our screenings covered.
Hi, this is Maria Maese, Program Manager for the Crece Conmigo program. Thank you for watching our videos today. If you have any more questions or would like more information, please visit our website at the Center for Children and Families.
All right, so that was the video. There's still another area that you might get screened, and it's the social emotional area, and that's how your child gets along with others and handles his feelings. So for example, if you smile to your baby, he smiles back, or if he's like interested in things around him, or a toddler makes eye contact with you when you talk to him or uses his words to describe something, that's another area that we also screen, or your child gets screened. So I wanted to share this image with everyone because it also helps us understand what a screening is. You can see the iceberg has a small part ice on the top. That is the first step. That means that's the screening. So that's us. This is a small step, but it's an important step. And then we have the big eyes on the bottom indicating next steps like receiving further assessment, practicing activities to keep promoting your child's development, or receiving some sort of service. And the further assessment would be the second step. That's a more in-depth assessment where they check your child's development. So remember, the screening would be the first step, and then the assessment to determine if they need a service or not. Another thing that I wanted to share today with everyone is that you can, or your child can receive a screening at their regular doctor visit. The American Academy of Pediatrics recommends that all children be screened during these 3 months, 9 months, 18 months, 24 or 30 months. And then they can receive the screening there with their pediatrician, and then they will determine if they're at risk for their development and if they need further assessment or any other help. One thing that you should know that after you receive a screening is that you need to get the results. You can ask for those results, and you can talk to the developmental specialist, to the pediatrician about those next steps, and make sure that everything's right on track. And if it's not, then discuss what's the best option for you and your child. So when do I need a referral? Whenever I do my referrals, I based it on three different things. First is based on the screening results. So if your child scored low in those screening results, then I might consider a referral. But it's not only that, it's also if the parent, you or the teacher, shared any concerns with me. So I take those into account. And then if me, the screener, if I have any observations or I have any concerns, I will refer the child. So let's take these three into account, not just one. I don't think we should base it just on one. Three should be a good option uh, to do a referral. So things to consider whenever you're referred. Okay, so the doctor or I tell you that you need a referral, you need to understand the reason of that referral. So you need to ask, why are you referring my child? Another thing is you agreed or signed a permission to share any information with other agencies. This might be with the pediatrician or with the person that's doing the screening. You signed like a consent form. Maybe you don't sign that with them, or maybe you do, but if you do, make sure that you are agreeing to share that information and they are able to help you with sharing that information with the agency. For example, I screen a child, they score low, I give mom the recommendation for that referral, and I say to mom, hey mom, do you need extra help with me calling the agency? And mom says yes, then I need to get your permission first, because I'm sharing your name, your child's name, date of birth, and personal information. So I think that's important to consider. Also, check if you need any insurance for those services. There are services that are free that don't require the insurance, but always double check that. Check the city of residence. Maybe, I don't know, you live in Richardson and they're giving you a service that's in Dallas. It doesn't make sense. So make sure that it matches with the city that you live in. And then check the language of preference. For us, we have a lot of families that speak Spanish, so we have to make sure that the service is for a Spanish speaking family and it's not in English, because it wouldn't make sense for them and they wouldn't understand the service. So just consider all those different things whenever you're referred. I wanted to share some resources with you today. There's three different ones. The first one's from the CDC. It's for children ages 0 to 5. That's a milestone tracker. I know that they have that one in both English and Spanish, but if you visit their website, they might have the information in another language. With this milestone tracker, you can download the app to your phone, and you can add your child, and they will show you different tips and different activities that you can do with your child. Or if you want to visit the website and you want to like print them, you can do that as well. The other uh, app that you can download or you can visit the website, it's called Vroom. It's also for ages 0 to 5. This one is the science-based tips and tools that inspire families for brain building moments. So you can either print, you can download the app, and same thing, it has like different activities for the different ages. And one last one that I want to share with you today is from 0 to 3. That one only covers for ages 0 to 3. This one, it's age-based handout, so you can visit the website and it will show you like a little chart of things that you're supposed to be doing according to their age, frequently asked questions for that same age range, research summary, and some common parenting challenges. So those three are some of the ones that I share with my families at the end of my screening, so you can check those as well. So this is everything that I wanted to share with everyone today. I don't know if anyone has any questions or any comments, but before we go to the questions, just remember that you can visit the Baby Day website to participate in any other virtual events, and then you can also check some of the resources that you have in there. If you want more information about the Crece Conmigo or Grow With Me program, remember you can visit our website for more information. So if anyone has any questions or any comments about the video or about the referrals or anything, please type your questions on the chat box.
It looks like we might have one question from Lucerio. If you would like to either go ahead and unmute yourself or enter it in the chat box, we can view your question.
I don't see her question. I
It looks like
see
she might have
someone saying, oh, sorry.
raised her hand.
Okay, I see, Lucero, that you raised your hand, but I don't see your question. I do see some thank yous. I see one that said, thank you, this was great information. Oh, I see a question from Margaret Owen. What have been parents' responses to these tools, the apps that you've described? So honestly, I'm not sure if they have downloaded the app, but I do give them like the little handout when I send them the report. So it's very useful to see like and track, because even if they score fine in their screening or they're a little behind, it's nice to have that handout with you and keep track of your child's development. What I like about the app is that you have it with you, so you have like an activity with you for every day, especially with the Room app. And the other one, the CDC, is a little different than the Room. The Room is a little bit more like interactive activities. In the CDC, it's more like specific ones that we expect for your child's age. Lucero, if you have any questions, please feel free to type it. If there's anyone that speaks Spanish and you want to type your question, you can do that as well. Si hay alguien que habla español y quiere poner su pregunta en el chat, también puedo responder en español. Natalie, should we just give them like 2 more minutes and see if there's anyone else with questions?
That would be great. Yep. We will end the session at 10:25 if we don't have any additional questions.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, everyone. If we don't have any additional questions, we'd like to thank you for joining us today. And if any questions might arise as you consider this session, you can always email me and I can share your questions with Maria. Thank you so much, Maria, for your presentation today. It was really wonderful, and we appreciate you all being here. Have a great rest of Baby Day.
Thank you, Natalie. Thank you for helping us with this.
Take care, everybody.
Thank you. Bye-bye.